Hello, I'm Bill Bullard with RCAF USA, the voice of the independent cattle producer in the United States of America. Well, train a horse or a dog or raise a child. The rule is the same. If you're not particular about what you want, then neither will your student be. So now apply this to achieving reforms in the beef supply chain. If you want Congress to restore competitive market forces in the cattle and beef markets, but you don't tell Congress precisely how you want it done, you're likely going to spend a long time before any changes are made. And when they are finally made, they're as likely as not to be far too general to do any good. So a case in point. Last year, we successfully encouraged Senators Chuck Grassley from Iowa and Jon Tester from Montana to introduce a bill to restore competition for cattle by increasing the minimum percentage of cattle that packers must purchase in the negotiated cash market. And we were precise. We said the minimum percentage had to be 50%. And that's what Senate Bill 949, the Cattle Market Protection Bill, requires today. But some groups are uncomfortable with precision. They argue that yes, more cattle need to be purchased in the competitive cash market, but they remain vague about the percentage of cattle they want participating in that cash market. So now, rather than standing behind and supporting a particular reform measure that is ready for congressional action, they instead hem and haw about what percentage should be required. Should it be 50%, 30%, or 50% more than whatever it is today? Or shouldn't we just leave it up to the government to decide what it should be? And this is why the most important reform available to restore competition to the cattle market today is languishing in the U.S. Senate Agriculture Committee. The committee perceives the industry as not being particular, and therefore neither will the Senate Ag Committee leadership be. They'll just take a long time before doing anything. And when they do something, it'll be as likely as not to be too general to do any good. So now let's turn to country of origin labeling. Ever since Congress repealed mandatory country of origin labeling, or MCOOL, for beef, we fought to get it all back. We've been unrelenting in calling on Congress to reinstate mandatory country of origin labeling for beef that informs consumers where the animal was born, raised, and harvested. And we've been particularly precise by stating that only mandatory country of origin labeling can reinstate competition for beef at the grocery store, which is what is needed to empower consumers to help us build demand for USA cattle, something they will do each and every time they buy a beef product labeled born, raised, and harvested in the USA. But others told Congress such precision was unnecessary, that a voluntary program might just work, and an abbreviated label such as product of the USA might just be good enough. As a result, the many of us that have supported mandatory country of origin labeling have spent a long time encouraging Congress to introduce a more particular bill. And 4 senators did just that. Senators Thune, Tester, Rounds, and Booker have recently introduced mandatory country of origin labeling for beef, and it's Senate Bill 2716. And while we can't change those who choose to be imprecise, we can continue being particular when we talk to Congress. After all, even though it did take a long time to get the exact reforms we've been fighting for, we have both of them right now. And that means for everybody watching out there, we're on. So please help us win these 2 important reforms. And you can do that by calling each of your U.S. senators each and every week to tell them, number 1, become a co-sponsor and quickly pass Senate Bill 949 that restores competition for cattle in the cattle market. And number 2, become a co-sponsor and quickly pass Senate Bill 2716 that restores mandatory country of origin labeling for beef that will help build demand for USA cattle. And remember, keep calling your U.S. senators each and every week until both these measures are passed into law. And it's particularly important that we get more co-sponsors on Senate Bill 2716, the MCOOL bill. So please make that a point with your calls to your senators. Now, to learn more and to help us win back your U.S. cattle and beef markets, visit our website at r-calfusa.com to learn more. And to learn more about the mandatory COOL bill, please go to labelOurBeef.com. That's all one word, labelOurBeef.com. So thank you for your help and for your support. We will win this with your help. Have a productive week, and goodbye.